We are starting the week in a very good spot for interest rates, but there is a lot of news coming out, inflation related. So we are two big things that we're looking at: inflation and then the jobs report at the beginning of September, which will really impact what the Fed is going to do when they meet in September, and whether or not they are going to lower the Fed funds rate. And there's about a 94-95% chance or expectation that the Fed will lower the Fed funds rate. But we got some economic news to deal with this week. The first piece of news coming out is going to be on Tuesday. We have the Consumer Price Index, and the core last month was at 2.8%. The expectation is that it will be at 2.9% this month. So the expectation is that it will go up. Now, if the core in CPI, and that's Consumer Price Index, if the core comes out at 2.8%, you're even at 2.9%, that's going to be good for interest rates. If it comes in lower, just an expected again, that'll be very good for interest rates. Big news-wise on Wednesday, we have the Producer Price Index, which is the wholesale inflation. That should probably be lower. We're not really sure, but that's kind of the big thing. And then the other big thing coming out on Thursday is initial and continuing jobless claims. Again, will continuing jobless claims reach the 2 million mark? We're just under it in the 1.9 range. We've been there for 11 straight reports. Friday, the big report coming out will be retail sales and the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index coming out on Friday. So that's the big news coming out this week. Not a huge week, but still, inflation is very important in determining what the Fed is going to do. So let's take a quick look at rates. As we start the week, conventional between 6.55 and 6.7% on 30-year fixed rate. VA, hey, we're down below 6.25. All right, we're at 6.16 as we start the week. And we take a look at that, you can see a nice little waterfall. Last week, interest rates came down. We need some more good news. Potential this week for rates to get down maybe to 6%. Not likely, but possibly get down closer to 6%. And once that happens and we get into the fives for VA especially, fives are going to make, they're going to start getting people off the bench and into getting their pre-approvals done and start making offers. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Have a great week, and if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out. All right, aloha.